Your Humanities Half Hour is brought to you by the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, navigating the human experience together.
Hapaday, Tiro, and welcome to Your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Perry, and today we are talking about Chamorro and Carolinian language. And our guests today are Rizalina Liwag. She is the Senior Director for the Office of Curriculum and Instructional Services under the CNMI Public School System. And, that's quite a title, joining us in the first half of the show is the Program Manager for Carolinian Content under the Chamorro Carolinian Language Heritage Studies Program, Monica Pua, better known as Leiwischem. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Hapaday.
Tiro, hapaday.
Hapaday and Tiro, Terwami.
Thank you guys for making time in your, I'm sure, very busy schedules to give us an update on the program. We've had CCLHS on the show before, but there's some new and exciting developments that I thought our community would like to hear about. Riza, maybe you could start us off with reminding us what is the goal of the Chamorro Carolinian Language Heritage Studies program?
Well, that's right, Catherine. There's really a lot of things going on with our CCLHS program, and our goal is to ensure that there is a quality education in Carolinian and Chamorro happening in the classroom, and learning for our kinder to 12th grade students, learning not just our language, but also the values, the culture, and the history of our islands, of our beautiful islands.
Now, how many students do you have in the program now? Does every student have to take it, or what grades is it in?
Right now, we have about 8,500 students enrolled in the CNMI Public School System, and about 8,100 of that is taking from kindergarten to 12th grade. We do have Head Start and Early Head Start program, and we have about 300 some to 400 some students in that program. So the CCLHS program is offered to kindergarten all the way to 8th grade students, and then in the high school it's an elective for them. However, I know that our Youth Congress is writing a bill to include the Chamorro and Carolinian languages become as part of the courses that will be offered as well in the high school, not just an elective course, but a required course. But for now, we have kinder to 8th grade who are taking either Chamorro or Carolinian courses.
Now, how do you decide who is in the class? Do the parents get to pick, or is it more like a scheduling thing?
It is more about the scheduling thing. Our goal is for the students who take Carolinian classes in kindergarten would go all the way to 8th grade taking Carolinian, and those students who take Chamorro classes, they go all the way from kinder to 8th grade. This way, they'll be able to really master the language, and while embracing the culture, the values, and learning the history of our islands.
Lei, how did you come to be involved in the program?
Well, my experience, I've had experience being a Carolinian educator myself in middle school. And so this program for me, I hold very dearly, very closely to me, because I am a Carolinian of the Marianas. And so being able to take part in this program to provide whatever improvements or whatever support, most especially from for our teachers and the students that are participating in our content. this is something that I actually look forward to, being part of.
Mm-hmm. What is your educational background that you bring to this position?
My educational background, I hold a degree in education. And so, many of the practicums or the courses that I've taken have encompass all grade levels, or at least K to 8, or at least for the practicum services that I've done. I've had that experience from grades K to 8. And so also earlier on in my teaching experience, I've had taught in early childhood from 3 to 5 years of age, and elementary, K to 5, and middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Risa, I know there was some discussion that, it was sometimes hard to recruit teachers, especially for the Carolinian content, but you've recently had some success in that area. Tell us about your recent recruitment and professional development.
Yes, Kathy, we are very, I would say, successful in recruiting our young Carolinians to actually become finally instructors, Carolinian instructors in the classroom, and I am very happy about that. So we have partnered with the Carolinian Affairs Office, with the WIA workforce, in order for us to recruit us those instructors. And so now every classroom in or every school in the elementary and middle school both have Chamorro and Carolinian teachers or instructors. And
congratulations.
Thank you. And one of the reasons why we became very successful is because we were very aggressive in recruitment. We make sure that we announce the positions, and at the same time, some of those instructors through WIA were able to have that hands-on training in the classrooms for several months, and during the summer we provided them with professional developments. In that way, they will feel that they are ready being in the classroom to teach and be ready to challenge our students in terms of learning the languages and the culture.
So what are you guys seeing as with these new teachers now on board and with the professional development? Are you seeing a difference now in the impact that the program is making among the students?
I think for me, the impact has been ongoing, meaning that maybe in the past decade, the significant decrease or low number of Carolinian teachers, at least in that content, versus now where the numbers have increased. We have all school campuses, at least here on Saipan, where we now have both Chamorro and Carolinian instructors. So I think the impact there will be a domino effect, because now that you have instructors in each campus sites, students will avail to not just our Chamorro content, but also our Carolinian content. And so we look forward to, within this school year and the next, how that would look like, the impact of now increasing the number of our Carolinian instructors.
Well, let's talk about another really exciting thing you guys have been doing, which is making books and learning material. We have a few samples here. Can you tell us how you guys have kind of launched this? Obviously, there aren't a lot of books out there written in Carolinian, so you guys kind of took it upon yourselves to create it. How's it going?
I think I would like to acknowledge first the community and the teachers, the Carolinian teachers. Many of these teachers that participated in the development of these resources are veterans and also the new instructors. So whether they were ready or not for this project to develop books and resources or materials for the Carolinian content, they still, held themselves together and came together to work together to, all for the sake of the children,
Yeah.
to avail of resources that we may have lacked in the, years before. But we're very optimistic and very excited looking forward now with the resources that just recently were distributed to our public schools. And so,
Can you share with us?
sure.
I don't want to say your favorite, but whatever pops out to you.
One right here.
Yes, go ahead.
So we have this book right here. It's titled Titilapal Muer wal Haleral CNMI. So this book is about the CNMI flag. As you can see the illustration there. And on the illustration it shows, I guess, the muer and the significance of the muer on our CNMI flag. We have the Taiwo, Langilang, Sinser, and I'm sorry, forgive me, but the name of this flower right here is in the book.
Angha.
Angha. Yes, thank you. So, did you want me to read through it or just kind of go
you
through?
Can, yeah, well, go ahead and show us some of the others
Okay.
if you don't mind.
So,
Risa, what do you have? Is that your favorite? Do you like the artwork? Why did you pick that one up?
I think because it's about whatever is on the table. And this is entitled Mongol Leyelwal Ngaliwol Lamasa. And yeah.
Can you open it up? I want to see what's inside. Oh, sala. Oh, so it's a story
Yeah.
about, okay,
Yeah,
what they're
whatever.
eating. Nice.
Yes,
I
about
like that.
food. And it's written in Carolinian, of course. So we are very blessed that we do have grants that support the production of our resources, because one of the things that we have identified is lacking of resources. And so through grants, we have several grants, including what we call the Comprehensive Literacy Grant, the earmark grants, and with the help of the legislature providing us with the SINILD money, we were able to produce many of these books translated
we
in
can
Chamorro
thank
and
the
Carolinian.
Saiped Northern Islands Legislative Delegation also for some
Yes,
of these books?
definitely.
Oh,
We're very
Thanks, guys.
thankful for yes for
this
for the support that they provide to us.
I think it was this one. Oh yeah, this one caught my eye because Telihil Mefi, or Book of Feelings. You know, it's very much nowadays to talk about, to be like emotionally intelligent. Like they teach this in school, right? Like values, emotional. And you've kind of done that with this book. Like, how do you feel today? Meta Mefia Mikila. Wow. So you incorporated more of a what they're teaching in today's, I don't know, is this like a benchmark for curriculum? Like teaching
It's
about
part of this, yes.
self-expression and understanding your emotions, and then
correct.
you made it in Carolinian. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Risa, you seem really interested in the Chamorro and Carolinian culture. You're reading Carolinian here.
Yes, with my 33 years of being in the CNMI, I actually live more than my life here, and I am rooted here. So this is now my culture and my values and my traditions, and I have adopted.
What have you, in fact, you were asking Lei before we started the show. Lei, you're going to help her find her Carolinian name?
Yes.
we hope so soon.
What do you see as the important values or parts of the Chamorro and Carolinian cultures that you would like the young people or the next generation to grasp through this program?
So the number one is really the language, because language is the heart of the culture. And if you know your identity of whether you have different ethnicity, I would say. But if you really are born or raised here and most of your life actually spent here in the CNMI, then knowing the language is really a gateway for you to also be rooted in the culture and those beautiful values that we embrace here, the camaraderie, the way we live, and the people in this place, and the culture that we embrace, and the history, the rich history that we have, really help us develop on who we really are. In fact, my children who are now living in the States, they're now adults and they have their own children. They do not recognize them as other ethnicity, but they would always say, oh, we are people from Saipan. That's what they always tell everyone in the United States. That they don't say they are really people from the other places. They're really saying that they are really people from Saipan. So because they are rooted here. And they value and embrace what we have here, the culture, the people, and the tradition here. So, and that's what they practice as well. So having that, bringing that to from where they start from kindergarten all the way is really very valuable. We need to make sure that they have that identity so that they don't get lost on who they really are.
Lei, what do you think is the value? What do you see this program doing as far as making a difference in the lives of our young people?
The value of this program, well, first of all, it's in the educational realm or in the agency of education. The foundation of education always is rooted within our teachers or from our teachers to the students or to the youths. And so the value of this, knowing that we still have a community of speakers, a community of practitioners of our culture, our heritage, our traditions, that's where the value is. Knowing that we have teachers that hold those knowledge, those skills, and from there, within the classroom setting, they're able to kind of elaborate and share that with our youths, our children, our students. And so we hope that, our students, our youths that participate in our contents, whether it be Carolinian or Chamorro, through our teachers or from our teachers through our students, that this is where we're able to maintain and also improve upon or provide support necessary to preserving, maintaining, increasing the use of our Carolinian Chamorro languages or knowledge of our heritage, history, and traditions in the Marianas.
Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Chamorro content. So, Lei, I do want to thank you for sharing with us today. Thank you for your work. Any final thoughts before we go?
Well, I guess my final thoughts is I really do want to give a great acknowledgement to our community members. They know who they are. Our stakeholders, this is Carolinian Affairs Office, Indigenous Affairs, Arts Council, Language Commission. Those are the stakeholders that we work closely with or collaborate with. And most especially, and last but not least, our teachers, our bilingual teachers, Chamorro and Carolinian.
Yay for teachers and instructors. Especially CCLHS.
CCLHS, yeah. Thank you, Hiliso.
Thank you. And we will be back with more after this break.
Looking for resources about Marianas history, culture, and more? Well, check out the Northern Marianas Humanities Council's collection. Our extensive video, audio, and photographic library can be found on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at 670 Humanities. Or check out the written resources on our website at nmhcouncil.org. And for those who prefer a good book, we also have a selection of local publications for purchase. So, dive in, explore, and share your comments as we navigate the human experience together.
Welcome back. In this half of the show, we're joined by Mercedes Deleon Guerrero. She is the Chamorro Program Manager under the CCLHS. See, if I say it enough times, I'll stop having to think about it. CCLHS. Welcome, Mercedes.
Yes, thank you for inviting us on this show to share about our CCLHS Chamorro Carolinian Language Heritage Study Program. I am Mercedes Deleon Guerrero, the Chamorro Program Manager.
Very
And I'm
happy to have
excited.
you here. Yes. How did you end up being involved in this kind of work?
Okay, so I'm going to start off with my educational background.
Shoot.
I got my bachelor's in education and my master's in leadership, but the language, the Chamorro language, is always in my heart. That I will never, never leave it or lose it, because I was born and raised, grew up in a family of Chamorro language speakers.
What village are you from, may I ask?
I'm from Tanapak, with 15
I
siblings.
was going to guess Tanapec or San Roque. I don't know why.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
And I grew up with my mom not knowing how to speak English and going to school, learning English, coming home, asking her for homework is
Good luck.
hard. Good luck, right? So we have to like struggle and learn English at the same time. But the Chamorro language is always my passion, to make sure that we practice and keep it in our community, and especially at home with the family. Now, being part of this Chamorro program in PS Public School System, I'm excited to help teachers to do the same thing, to promote our language and our culture, and to practice it so our students in the whole PSS will never leave home without it. That wherever you are, you have that language in your heart and know who your identity is. And I would like to share this. We went to NABE training in Georgia 2 years ago,
What's Nabe?
National Association of Bilingual Education.
Nice.
Yes, and we
Sounds
attended
fun.
it, and we bought a shirt that says bilingualism is my superpower.
Ooh.
And my husband said, why don't you say, my language is my superpower? And in Chamorro, ilingwahihu, iminet gotu. And that's just hit me here. Like, okay, I'm going to make sure we have a shirt, and our CCLHS teachers will be wearing that, Chamorro and Carolinian teachers.
I love it.
And that's going to happen.
Let's personalize it.
Mhm.
How do you transfer your language, or how have you transferred your language to either your kids or your nieces or your nephews, your grands, because everybody puro English,
Yes.
bago too, so a lot of English.
Mhm.
How do you, I'm sure parents would love to hear your perspective on that
Yes,
as a
and-
Chamorro speaker.
And I just mentioned wearing it is one, gives you that pride that it represents who you are. And then also to reach out the community, we have the signage out in the community. And we see, like on the road, you have the sign like Birada Street or those kind of signs. Those are just little. But when it comes to really practicing the language, is when we have it out there in the community on those like programs, after school programs, where they provide at the youth center for students to come and do their homework in the language and have teachers there as well to support.
Oh, that's
So that's
nice.
one goal that I set. We will try and reach out with our stakeholders, Indigenous Affairs, Carolinian Affairs, and work with them in that sense.
So, Risa, there is evidence that being multilingual makes your brain smarter, right?
Yes, Kathy. Research shows that students who actually learn their language has significant impact on the academic achievement, their own academic achievement. It shows that there is an increase of student academic achievement when children have learned their own language. And it has an impact not only in academic achievement, also in their overall, the whole person. Meaning that those children who know their language and their culture are more ready, more capable, and more responsible to contribute not just to their family, but also to their community.
I love it. So the first half of the show, Monica was sharing some of these resources that the program has come up with, and people like me, they want to have a copy of everything. Unfortunately, it's not for sale. You might find it at your school library if you want to go over it with your kids, but you have some exciting news for everybody else who wants to access this stuff.
So for the community outreach, if we have our students going there after school, just for maybe an hour to attend some of this storytelling, and we use our storybooks, we can give them for incentive. Take it home, practice, read with their parents.
Wow, that's nice. I like that. If I had kids or grandkids, I would send them to that just so they could bring home the the book.
Just adopt.
Okay, but what if you don't have kids in school? Can you still access these resources?
Yes, you can go like see Miss Monica, Miss Lei mentioned earlier. You can go to the library, the school library, and you can ask them to borrow.
Okay. How about online resources? Do you have anything available?
Yes, so if you are interested in looking at our online resources, just go to CNMI PSSOCI.org, and when you open it up, you will see those top section that says e-library.
Okay.
Click on that, and you will see a drop down, and some of the information will have the CCLHS library, which have the online storybooks.
Nice.
That are the new ones that were printed. Also, it'll have anthology books. Those are the old stories that were printed, but we kept it.
The ones from like 1970s that were made with the typewriter and the hand-drawn pictures?
Yes. And then you have some CCLHS info videos. Information about the program, the goal, and the mission and the vision.
Okay.
Yes. And then also interactive slides on the CCLHS as well.
I love that. Okay, so the website is cnmipss.org.
CNMIPSSOCI.org.
Oh, CNMIPSS.
OCI.org.
Okay. CNMI Public School System. Search it. All right. And then they'll be able to find some of these books available. That's great.
Correct.
Because I know there's like I'm sure there are people in the community, maybe their kids don't go to public school, so they don't have the opportunity to attend these classes, but they're interested, or people off island.
Yes.
Now they'll have Chamorro and Carolinian books available to read with their kids. I'm really excited.
Yes.
Did you have a chance yourself to help with any of the writings of the books? Any of the writing of the books? Did you write a book?
Oh, that's in the process.
Okay.
Right now we had our summer training with teachers, and we worked on some resources for our Chamorro and Carolinian bilingual. So those are also online, but we have yet to download it and share with our parents.
All right. What do you hope kids who go to CCLHS classes will walk away with?
Okay. So as Dr. Riz mentioned earlier, language is the heart of our culture. And that's my hope, that the language itself, they walk away learning and understanding and using it out at home and in the community for anywhere they're at. So while they're growing up and they move off island, the language is there, and as well as the culture. So that's my hope and dream, that you walk around the community and you hear them chit-chatting and communicating with each other in the language.
How about you, Dr. Rees? What is your vision coming up for the program?
Well, similar to what Ms. Monica and Ms. Merced shared, we really hope that whatever ethnicity you have, when you're here going to the CNMI Public School System, you have that opportunity to learn another language, or our own language, which is the Chamorro and Carolinian, and it's for free. And that can be an asset, your asset in the future. And so we really envision our students to speak and embrace that language, both Chamorro and Carolinian. And as they grow older, that language become the foundations of learning where they really belong, and being a part of this culture, being a part of this family, of this community, and at the same time knowing their identity.
I want to thank you both for your leadership. I mean, look at the smiles on your face. You're obviously in love with what you're doing, and that makes a difference, right?
Yes.
Any final thoughts before we go?
I would like to just thank especially the teachers in, being part of the program, showing that, PSS, that they want to be there. They want to be part of the reviving and practicing and uplifting our language and culture. A shout out to them. And the parents that are there in support for our program, and the stakeholders. Thank you so much.
Well said. Last word to you.
Thank you, Catherine, for inviting us to this show. We are very happy that we become part of this important show that you have here, and letting the community knows about the importance of our CCLHS program, available free for our students from kinder all the way to 12th grade. And thank you for allowing us to express our passion in this type of programs that we have in the CNMI Public School System. Thank you also. Kudos and shout out to our teachers, our CCLHS teachers. September is a Chamorro and Carolinian Cultural Heritage Month. We do have a lot of activities. We started with the last August 30, doing the proclamation for the CCLHS Awareness Month. And we also have the finale October event, which is going to be on October 25th now. It's a full day of cultural celebrations, CCLHS celebrations at Garpan Elementary School from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
October 25th.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you both for your time today. Thank you for your good work, and we look forward for more good things coming out of the program.
Yes.
CCLHS.
Yes.
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Our guests today have been Rizalina Liwag. She is the Senior Director for the Office of Curriculum and Instructional Services at the CNMI Public School System. And also joining us this half of the show has been Mercedes Deleon Guerrero. She is the Chamorro Program Manager. Earlier we had Monica Pua. She's the Carolinian Program Manager for the CCLHS. What does that mean? Now you know. This has been your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Perry.
Your Humanities Half Hour has been made possible in part by a major grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities. Democracy demands wisdom. Any views, findings, conclusions, or recommendations expressed in this program do not necessarily represent those of the National Endowment for the Humanities. For more information or to share your thoughts, contact the Northern Marianas Humanities Council at nmhcouncil.org or on social media at 670 Humanities. That's 670 Humanities.